For those at home, you can understand having work done on your home while living in it can be overwhelming. Just imagine doing that while living in a 350 square foot space. This week, we get a huge improvement on our boat, as well as take care of some necessary cleaning. But whether our living space is opened up remains to be seen. We are Liz and Rui, sailing on a 1982 Cal 39. Join us each week as we sail into the unknown and see what amazing things can happen when we let go of the mustn'ts and believe in the power of adventure. So this is our current head, and today we're switching out the manual pump toilet with the fancy electric one. Actually, Rui's gonna do it. It's more his job. Alright, the first step is to remove this toilet, which is gonna be a fun job. Alright, a little stinky. Maybe?
Yeah, removing the bolts is not that bad. Only when you go to remove that one pipe, we don't... We'll see. It might get really... You're gonna get a lot of stink, a lot of water coming out of here, and it's not good water. Well, it might be dry.
We've been in the desert, so maybe that's a good thing. That's good, right?
That's very good.
Now this stinky hose coming flying out. The old toilet is removed. 5 minutes. Do you want me to take it?
How do we get it out of here?
Should fit through the door.
We can't turn it upside down.
Old toilet. Bye bye. So where do we get this toilet?
It was a freebie from our good friend Greg. He had to remove a few. Well, he just installed these on a boat. I think he said there was 4. But the owner didn't like them because they were too noisy. So he put in 4 new electric toilets on a boat. And then the owner didn't like them. They were too noisy. So he changed them and put 4 quiet toilets on the boat. And he had 4 toilets sitting in his garage, which then... when he found out we were looking for a toilet, or we want an electric toilet, yeah. He was like, guess what, I got it in my garage. And here we go. Now we have an electric toilet. The benefit of having an electric toilet, you no longer have to pump.
Makes it easier for non-seafaring folks to come aboard, right?
Yeah, they can just push the button. The only other problem is if your batteries ever go dead, you can't use it.
Yeah, that is a problem.
At least the other one, you could use it no matter what. Whether you got power or not, you could still pump it. It still worked. This one, if your batteries are gone, don't use the toilet. You got to go overboard. Don't
kill the batteries. It's a rule. So yeah, this is the new electric toilet that Greg gave us, and we're going to install. Pretty stoked. Alright, so it's a pretty grimy and gross area, so just trying to give it a good clean while I can. Oh, there's no toilet here. But there are some rust stains on the bottom from where the toilet was. So using on-off to hopefully get rid of them. It's like basically oxalic I can't say that word.
Acid.
Oxalic acid. And hopefully it'll disappear these stains. But yeah, it's kind of gnarly back here.
Let me show the stains.
Yeah, so it's painted on. It's pretty toxic stuff.
See how fast it removes it? It's already gone green.
And yeah, like literally disappears. It's pretty amazing stuff too. But you can use it on any fiberglass material, so we use it on the stains on the boat as well if we get any stains.
Don't breathe in the fumes.
Yeah.
The fumes come out.
And then now I'm gonna exit here. Can I put it on this wood here? Underneath?
I think so.
Alright, I'm gonna try this wood here. And I'm gonna try and hold my breath. Get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna leave the bathroom now. Ooh, hopefully that will be gone in a few minutes. Oof, that was gnarly.
Here.
Don't want to breathe that stuff in. Are you going more? Oh, Rui says he doesn't think I did a good enough job. Alright, now it's so much cleaner. So much nicer. Yeah, no more stain. But that's what the on-off does. It's pretty amazing stuff. Literally, stuff is on, and then it goes off. So what did we just do, babe?
I am changing our nice big full-size toilet onto the base of the tiny little toilet. You can see by the seats difference.
Yeah, it was the much bigger toilet we had. So the new toilet, obviously,
Was the small one,
yeah.
but it's an electric toilet, and we had a pump toilet with
Well,
this big
We already,
bowl,
yeah.
and the electric one came with the small bowl, so now I'm swapping bowls.
So we can have our big toilet again.
Yeah, and it'll be electric.
And it'll be electric. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
More projects.
You gotta have a throne in the toilet in the head, right? Yeah. That's a huge difference, though. It'd be much nicer with a bigger toilet still.
Yeah, Liz wanted the bigger toilet, so she's getting the bigger toilet.
It's easier to sit on while at sea.
Yeah, so we're doing a conversion.
So Riri's just screwing on the base to our old toilet bowl. And he's cleaned everything up, so it's like a brand new toilet at this point. It looks pretty good. Oh,
You come over here,
yeah.
push the switch.
Where is it?
Magic tap.
The magic tap. Just gotta tap a pump to make it work with the hammer.
So the motor is working in reverse, I think. That's it. Yeah.
So what does that mean?
That means I gotta switch these wires back to the way I had them.
Oh, so they're right the first time before.
Success!
We have an electric toilet.
Success! After all that work, it's running.
How many hours did that take, babe?
It's still not finished, and it's been...
I know. We still gotta... Still gotta connect it to the hose.
I don't know, what time is it right now?
4:30
So it's been 4 hours.
in the toilet.
Yeah, but I had to clean it and wash it. It was
Yeah.
like new by the time we were done. So I did spend about an hour cleaning the old toilet, but it works. Yay! Now we got to do is figure out how to hook up the feed pipe to it.
What's the feed pipe?
The raw water pipe.
The raw water pipe, yeah.
Yeah, because we have 3/4 pipe goes into it, but we got 5/8 pipe coming in. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to adjust that somewhat. Drain pipe?
Yeah. All done?
Yeah.
Almost for today.
I'm happy.
Woohoo! Good job, baby.
Not really done for today. There's still a little bit of cleanup to do.
Oh.
As usual. You want to see the mess the boat's in? Just show everyone the mess the boat's in.
Current status of the boat. It looks like, I don't know, everything exploded in it.
World War III.
Like, this is what we're going through right now. The aft cabin, can't even get back there. Yep. This is life living on a boat while in work. One day it would all be put away and put back together, and it would be beautiful. But at least that job is done, thanks to Ruri. So, good day. Alright, so another one of the projects I want to get done on the boat is grease these really massive winches. And, well, all of them, but the big ones have been pretty stuck. And we use that for our Genoa sheets. Yesterday I did the first big winch, and the difference is amazing. The switch is a 3-speed variant 32, and now finally the switch switches, and it just sounds so much nicer. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the second winch. It's a pretty beefy big winch, lots of gears, and it took me a while to take it apart and degrease it and put it all back together yesterday. Actually finished putting it back together this morning because it got dark. But so what I use to get all the old grease and guck off of the gears is just kerosene. It really cleans the gears really well, and that's what I'll start doing now. So I've already started taking this one apart a little bit before I started videoing, but you can see how dirty and disgusting these are. I'll show you the base, where the base came out of. The base of the winch, there's actually some old mud hornet nests in there from probably previous, because I've actually been really bad about never cleaning these since I've owned the boat. Normally I'm pretty good about doing that, but these have not been done yet. So this is the kerosene I have in here in a little tub, and just let everything soak in there for a little while, and let it soak for a little bit, and then when I pull it out, it'll be much nicer. Alright, so some of the tools I have with me are some toothbrushes to scrub the gears and all the bearings after they get soaked in the kerosene. Just a little wire brush, and then I have some variant bar lube, and also I use a really thin oil for in between the gears and the switch. So yes. So this has been soaking for a little bit, in a minute. It's a little bit cleaner now, and let's start with the toothbrush and try and scrub as much of the gunk off as possible. So yeah, here's a little rough clean of it. Looks a lot cleaner than it did before. But yeah, I'll go ahead and kind of scrub all these gears and all the bearings, and I do the same thing, just like let them soak in the tub of kerosene, and then put it all back together. So we've cleaned all the pieces. We scrubbed the main base pretty well. Almost looks new. And now it's gonna be, oops. Now it's gonna be time to put them back together. My toilet seat isn't holding very well. It might fall off the toilet soon.
You're on your throne.
So basically what we're going to do is go through and grease up all the bearings, and then, oh, I don't have that oil down. We have a lighter oil that we use to grease all the gears. So that will be the next step, and then put it all back together. So with the grease, I don't use too much or else you get all the gunk that we just cleaned off. But just enough to keep it well lubricated. Alright, so the GoPro died as we were putting it back together, but Ruiz is testing it out and it moves a lot nicer.
It feels great.
And this switch took me forever to get off. Yeah,
don't go sideways because right now you don't have any stopper, and if you go too far the bearing's going to come off, and then yeah, you're not going to be able to put it back.
Okay, so now we're just kind of greasing it up with this 3-in-1 oil, just a light oil.
Light oil.
Greasing up all the gears, which is recommended by the Variant Winch instructions. Much better. A lot better. Woohoo! So much easier to turn. And here's the inner workings of our Variant 32 winches.
It's beautiful.
It's a lot of gears to clean, and it looks a lot nicer than it did when I first opened it up.
Oh, and it turns so easy. This is so beautiful. You have no idea.
So we already made an excellent job of cleaning the base of this, which you saw earlier, and it's a lot nicer now. No more wasps' nests. And now we're gonna put the winch back in. Pretty easy.
All those wasps didn't want to come out like last time.
Alright.
Where are the nuts?
Just greasing up the last bearings that go on the top. Riri likes to use a lot more grease than I do.
Makes you have a lot more to clean up afterwards.
Yeah.
Next time you go to rebuild it. Also make sure that
It stays
they
nice.
don't overheat and
You can stay nice and lubed.
yeah.
Okay. Alright, so now we're putting in the last step, just the lid, base of the drum, or the top of the drum. Snaps on it here. And then we'll cut. So high gear. Low gear. Medium gear. And it sounds so much nicer. Rita's not just playing with the winch, she's making sure all the oil is on all the gears. Lubricated it up, right?
Pretty much. I like to play with it too.
he likes to play with it too because it works so much better than it used to, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's one more winch done. So now I've done 3 winches and I have 5 more to go. But that was the hardest one. The 2 big ones are the hardest one, the most complicated. So I did 1 small one that was on the mast, and I still have 2 more in the mast, and then 3 more back here in the cockpit. So yeah, fun times cleaning winches. It's nice to be able to get these smaller things out of the way. But now we head back to the bigger projects and start to see some real changes on our boat. Until next time, cheers!